I look up to Bud a lot. Honestly, he one of the realest dudes that I done met. He's still a normal person in his head. Like, he don't believe that he's above everyone else. And that's how I feel about myself.
You see me around a lot.
Oh, no.
Don't act like you ain't seen me around.
Them days.
He said not them days.
Bud, come on. Terence talking, I try not to talk back. I try to just listen and
Straight, boom, straight shot. Like right here, boom, there you go. But you gotta make sure you step. Bam. That's when they're trying to run out. When they're trying to run, mop, there you go.
even if I don't feel the same way that he feeling at the moment, it don't matter. I still want to hear him out and try to understand what he's saying.
If you hear, mop, only thing he can throw is the hook because you out the way of the right hand.
He like a sponge. He soak up everything that he need to soak up, put it into his arsenal, and then he make the best out of everything that he learned from everybody.
Then throw it straight left to the body.
At the end of the day, you don't want to feel like a know-it-all. And the people that know it all are the people that don't go very far. You gotta always be a student. You gotta always be able to learn and pick up things from this person, that person.
Shakur Stevenson isn't treating this camp like a normal title defense. He's sharpening himself in elite company. And that shows exactly how seriously he's taking Teofimo Lopez.
It's a work of art. Sky is the limit with Shakur. He got the boxing skills and the ability to, do whatever he wants in the ring. And it's going to be very hard to beat Shakur, with the skills that he possesses and the smarts that he has. And given the opportunity, I think he can pose a great threat to everybody in the division. And be the last man standing given the opportunity.
Shakur has been working alongside Terence Crawford at D1 Training Colorado Springs, the same high-level spot where Crawford prepared for Canelo Alvarez. That alone raises the stakes of this fight. This isn't just drills and cardio. This is elite problem-solving where timing, positioning, and discipline get tested every round.
That I sent somebody to steal his passport, replicate his job, all types of weird stuff. He called me earlier. He's like, yo, when you spar, I'm going to come to the gym. I'm like, I'm going to spar at 4 o'clock. I really didn't think he was going to pull up, but he pulled up. It means everything, his advice and listening to him in the ring. He calling out little shit. I'm trying to make sure I do what he says. So a hell of a blessing to have Bud, Floyd, all these guys backing me, and I appreciate them. I'm just trying to keep pushing and keep getting back.
Working with Crawford means Shakur is facing real pressure, real IQ, and real adjustments, not staged looks. They're drilling control under fire, setting traps, and punishing mistakes without wasting energy. It also shows Shakur's mindset, because you don't bring in Crawford unless you're ready to be pushed beyond comfort.
My hand. I was hurting it all throughout the camp.
I was feeling good.
I felt it just now. But I was trying to ignore the pain and keep it going, but it just got worse to the point where I couldn't really take it no more. I kind of felt it after my last fight. I'm like, man, just ignore it because you're going to have to keep ignoring it every time you fight. You don't realize it until it gets to the point where you just can't take it no more. That video that got out of me hitting somebody with a body shot, I fell. I've been hitting it constantly over and over and over. I felt the pain badly that last time to where it's I couldn't take it no more.
Training in that environment with championship standards is more than skill work. It's about composure against a fighter like Teofimo Lopez, who thrives on chaos and explosive moments. Shakur clearly wants calm precision under pressure.
Right here.
This camp feels focused, serious, and dangerous. The kind of preparation that stays quiet but shows up loud on fight night. And just when it feels like Shakur working with Crawford is already next level, Keyshawn Davis comes in with a calm, sharp breakdown. Listening to him, it sounds like someone who's been in there with both guys. No hype, no noise, no picking sides. He's basically saying the fight will build before it explodes.
It may have been Teo and Shakur, especially if you would never fight Shakur, right? How do you see this fight playing out?
I see it playing out, let's say, I see it starting off slow.
Okay.
And then I see as Shakur wins the first round, as Shakur wins the second round, slowly, I think Teo is eventually start picking it up and start imposing his will.
Right.
And then, you know, it's just gonna go from there. That's how I think it's gonna go.
That's a fair assessment.
That's a fair one.
Especially for that to be his brother.
I think it's gonna be close. I think it's closer than people think.
That matters because when Keyshawn says it starts slow and then Teofimo picks up, that's experience talking. He keeps it real. No disrespect, no denying skill. He admits Teofimo can fight. At the same time, he leans Shakur by decision, just closer than people expect. Not a blowout, but a real fight with momentum shifts.
Very good.
Hey, one thing I can say though, because I've been seeing, we've been amateur together and stuff.
Right. Yeah.
Teo can fight.
Tell him that. Teo can fight.
Winning back
if you said he couldn't, you'd be lying.
Right. That's a real assessment, though. I think Shakur still wins, but it's gonna be closer than people think.
Teo is nice. A lot, man, no doubt.
Yeah, and Keyshawn, speaking of Teo, you know, you've been vocal about your desire to fight Teofimo Lopez. And of course, I was there in Las Vegas, right, when you FaceTime Teo. Now Teo's fighting Shakur Stevenson, but do we see Keyshawn and Teo at some point?
How was Teo acting when I FaceTimed him? Since you brought it up, how was he acting?
You tell me. You tell the people.
Why do I gotta tell you? What you asked me again? Because I want to answer that. What'd you say?
Yo, do we see you and Teo fight in the future?
Depending on what Shakur do with him.
Hey, losing to
What stands out is how Keyshawn separates friendship from reality. He respects Shakur, but when the fight starts, it's pure analysis. No hype, no bias. Just energy, timing, and execution. This isn't about ending a legacy. It's about shaping one. Two timelines meeting, not one collapsing.
Say he loses a competitive fight.
Yeah,
I think that would be the most common answer is Shakur outpoints him in a very competitive fight.
Beats him.
What then? What then for you and Teo?
For the businessman, huh?
All right, cool. Okay, since you worded it like that, I don't, because I won't go say that shit. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know what the future holds. I just know what I want to do, and I want to go to 147 and become a champion. Because I just feel like them guys just can't beat me from 140 to 147. And I just feel like, you know, I'm a surprise the boxing world. I'm small. I just moved to 140, and I'm gonna be fighting guys naturally bigger than me, and I'm gonna be stopping them. knocking them out.
I remember.
And that's gonna be very.
Then Teddy Atlas steps in, and the conversation shifts. When Teddy talks, it's experience and truth. No hype, just respect for both fighters. He shuts down the idea that either guy is avoiding challenges. This fight removes that argument completely.
But off of what you just said, I want to start by just giving them credit. You know, a lot of these guys avoid certain fights. They're not avoiding them right now. You got to give them credit. A lot of people took shots at Shakur, you know, and Teofimo at certain spots. He's avoiding this guy. He's avoiding that guy. You can't take those shots at these two guys. Definitely can't now. They are stepping up and they are taking fights that a lot of people are probably surprised they took. Now, a lot of people will say style-wise, Teddy, style-wise, is this going to be a great fight? I don't know if it will. I mean, style-wise, I could see you having a little reservations. Two skillful fighters, two talented fighters, you know, two fighters that are at a high skill level that will compete in the sweet science.
His take on style is clear. This might not be non-stop action, but it will be real boxing. Adjustments, control, and timing. He points out Shakur stepping inside, which matters against Teofimo. At the same time, Teofimo's power can change everything instantly. One small moment can flip around.
He would have the advantage of power in this fight. You know one thing that I love about this fight, Bud? Shakur's very athletic, very talented. So is Teofimo. He's more explosive with power, but Teofimo is very athletic. He is very talented. You got two athletic guys, two talented guys. Again, Teofimo I would favor with the power. This is going to be interesting. I'll tell you, it's a lot to like about these two athletic, talented.
Then Timothy Bradley Jr. steps in with a different tone. He speaks like someone who's lived it. Not hype, but a warning. He's saying if you watch this fight casually, you'll miss everything. This is a chess match, not a brawl. Every move matters. Shakur controls space, while Teofimo turns openings into danger quickly.
For everybody that's going to be calling this fight, because there's every
every offense every type of any offense that's gonna be landed, it's gonna have to be earned or set up. Both these guys are intelligent, right? Teofimo Lopez is explosive as hell. He's smart as well. Shoot, you gotta remember this man was the first man to beat Lomachenko. Yeah, well before Haney. Yeah, So, look, check this out. And you already know Shakur Stevenson. You know what he bring into the ring. Defense first. Yep, defense first. You ain't getting nothing. I'm gonna get mine when I get mine, and when I want to get mine.
He also shuts down the idea that Shakur lacks power. Power is timing and placement, not just strength. Explosiveness without discipline gets punished. Discipline without awareness gets exposed. If Teofimo rushes, he pays. If Shakur gets too comfortable, danger shows up. This is a fight that rewards intelligence. Nothing comes easy.
Y'all might perceive this fight as being boring and this and that. This is going to be one hell of a technical battle that I can't wait to see. I can't wait to see this battle. Oh, yeah. Yeah, because what y'all going to witness is, I'm going to tell you right now what you're going to witness. You're going to witness fundamentals, great fundamentals, versus that explosive stuff. You know what I'm saying? That explosive stuff. So, like, let me give you a prime example. Not to this degree, but Tonio Tarver, Roy Jones. Tarver had them fundamentals down.
From my view, the fight starts how Shakur wants. Distance, control, clean work. Teofimo has to earn everything. Shakur builds early rounds. But in the middle, Teofimo's timing improves. His shots become sharper. He doesn't win rounds easily. He steals moments, and moments matter. This won't be one-sided. It's tension. Shakur adjusts, but Teofimo pushes him late. I lean Shakur by close decision because his discipline holds just enough.
I understand what happened. Now, yeah, look, if Teofimo Lopez, he get out of line and he want to run in there that fire and he get his behind caught, just like Norman Jr. got his behind caught, talking about, he can't punch. Oh, he can find himself picking himself off of the canvas too. Yeah, talking about Shakur can't punch. I don't see many guys just running there on Shakur. But anyways, look, y'all already know what it is. Precision, timing, right? Hitting the dude when he don't see something coming. That's pop.
Now it's on you. Share your take. Break down how you see it playing out, who controls it, and why. This fight deserves real discussion. And if you're rocking with the content, share and subscribe to Boxing Headquarters. Stay locked in for Fight Night.